Hey, so I just got my GH4R around about a month ago, and I've been playing around with it. Took it to a few weddings. I'm really impressed with it. It's just as good as the GH4, but there's just a few details, a few differences that I'm just going to explain right now, pros and cons. So the first pro is obviously this records unlimited. Is limited only to the SD card, how much data can be stored on it. The GH4 could only record up to 30 minutes. Now that's for inside the EU. I know for tax reasons. I don't know if the same was for in like America and Canada, Australia. Now the downside to that on the GH4R is that if you put your ear to it, you'll notice there's a fan in there, and it's a little bit louder than what the GH4. I'm recording this on the GH4 at the minute. My guess is that the fan in the GH4R has to keep the sensor cooler for longer. It doesn't get a chance to stop, so it needs to be a bit more powerful than in the GH4. It doesn't make a huge difference because generally you're not going to be using the internal audio recorder on these cameras anyway. I always use a Rode VideoMic Pro, but the battery in the GH4R, because that fan has it going a little bit stronger, it does waste a little bit more battery. I found it maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I just tested it, maybe 10-15 minutes less time on the battery, which isn't a whole lot because these batteries on these cameras are pretty good, but I always also use a battery pack anyway, so that just keeps me going for hours anyway. The other pro to the GH4R is that it comes with the additional profile Vlog-L, which is the flattest profile available on the GH4. Originally, Cine-Like D or even Cine-Like V was the preferred choice. I tried using them, just using the GH4 internal recorder with Cine-Like D. I didn't like it, even no matter what LUTs I tried to apply to it. So I switched back to standard and sometimes natural, and I played about with contrast and sharpness. And I found the image is just as good as what I could get with Cine-Like D. For what I'm using it for anyway, for weddings and stuff like that. So I actually haven't really used Vlog-L properly yet. I will, I hope to. I know that to get the best footage out of it, it's best to record to an external recorder that can record in 10-bit. And finally, the last downside to this camera is it doesn't say anywhere on the body GH4R. Everywhere you look, it says GH4, DMC GH4, where else? Yeah, on the bottom, model number DMC GH4. There's nothing to distinguish it from the original GH4. Now, this is definitely a GH4R because it has the unlimited recording time and it has the Vlog-L. So I'm going to have to write on it GH4. I'm going to have to write R somewhere on this or something to distinguish it from my other camera. At the minute, the only thing that I use to distinguish it is there's a little scratch mark on the bottom of this camera. So when I'm pulling them out of the bag, I just look for the scratch underneath, and then I know that's the original GH4. So apart from that, it's a great camera, just as good as the GH4. It just has those little bit extras, and yeah, I love it. So thanks for watching. If you want to just click on, I have another link there. It's just to another short tutorial on how to get the best features for ISO on this camera. I watched another few videos on how to get the best low light settings on the GH4, and there was just something that I noticed that people were missing, and I found it, actually stumbled upon it by accident. So click through it and see for yourself. Thanks.